RTD. So RTD has track maintenance going on yet again. So they of course kicked us off early to send us on a shuttle bus, and rather than do that, I decided to live stream a ride downtown. Always fun. They can't seem to keep their trains running all the way through a route for more than a couple months. Hey, Craigs. There's more commuting fun. Gonna be pretty much all week long. Yes, it does. For mass no transit, anyway. I think I've done this route on my live stream not too long ago. Probably the last time that they kicked us off at that station and put us on a shuttle. So much fun. It does give me a chance to ride more, though, especially on a day like today. It's not warm, but not freezing cold either. Splash through some slush. I think it's almost 50 degrees here. Watching Papa Shrimp this morning. He was showing off his conchilies. Just makes me want them more and more every time I see them. For my Coolie Loach tank, my Neon Coolies tank. Because I got those Neon Coolies, some CPDs, and some Pygmy Cories. All three of which stay in the bottom of the tank. Hello, Emmanuel. My name's Charlie. Welcome to the stream. It's mainly just me riding my electric unicycle from work to downtown, talking about aquariums. Lizards. Nice to meet you as well, Emmanuel. Now, where are you from? So yeah, I might have to order some more killifish one of these days soon. I lost 2 more of my gold ring Danios recently. Not sure when. I was working at my desk yesterday and looked over at the tank, and gold rings were down under the driftwood, and just shying around under there, not swimming around. Did a really quick water change and put that funky new canister filter on there, give it more filtration. They are out and about better now. Nice. I'm out here in Colorado. I work south of Denver, live north of Denver, so I got a nice long commute. So that new little canister filter, and I forget the brand name, Aquel, something like that. pretty good quality, but I would absolutely not recommend anybody pick it up unless you're okay with having the pump in the tank. I generally don't like that. I don't like having stuff in my tank. I don't like the pump. I mean, it doesn't even come with a pre-filter, so anything that the pump sucks up is going in through the impellers. It's not going to, nothing gets filtered. And, of course I put a pre-filter on there, but those are only going to catch so much. I much prefer the water to go through the filter and then out through the pump. But the biggest issue with it, almost bit it there. God love snow and slushy snow. The biggest issue with it is there's no priming at all. There's no priming pump. So the way you prime it is, if you don't have the pump in the aquarium, is to mess with the hoses until you can get as much air out as possible, and that's a pain in the ass. Oh, thank you, Emmanuel. I don't know about that. I'm sure Zenger will fix that statement there. So yeah, I've got that filter on there. I was surprised at how little flow there is, and it might be that I've got the pump on the outlet where it's not supposed to be. So it's pulling the water through the filter like I prefer. But it's not moving a whole lot of water in that tank, which it's a tiny little 14-gallon tank anyway, so don't want too much water flow. Just abuse the fish. But, a friend of mine recently gave me her UNS filters. She got out of the hobby. I'm sure some of you know who I'm talking about. So I've got a couple of little UNS Delta filters. I'll probably swap the smaller one of those in for that. First time I have to clean that stupid filter. So I'm trying to go into downtown Denver, Union Station. So I take our commuter trains out here to and from work. But they have trouble with these southern lines. They're almost always under maintenance. So this morning they announced that they're not running the trains between several stations for a good stretch of the train's route. So they put us off, take us off the trains, put us on a shuttle bus that takes us up to the northern station. On the way into work this morning, I did that, and it worked out okay. Sometimes the shuttle will just sit there, and then the train, when you get to the other end, will just sit there. So it adds quite a bit of time to my commute. But since we've got decent weather, and sorry, got maps going in my ear. Just totally distracts me when I'm trying to talk. Anyway, since I was getting kicked off the train anyway, and it's not brutally cold today, I got on my electric unicycle and riding from the Southmore Station in South Denver to Union Station in downtown Denver. So yeah, it becomes just a tour of the Denver metro area while I finish out my commute. this. Not really a huge fan of these streets down there. No bike lane, no shoulder. Having to ride on the sidewalk is potentially not really legal. Not even supposed to cycle on the sidewalks, let alone ride an electric unicycle. It's also not very safe to be riding out there in that traffic with a unicycle that can't keep up anyway. If I would ever get off my butt, fix my big unicycle, I could keep up with that traffic. Yep, I do occasionally go into aquarium stores. There's I learned of a new one that I hadn't heard of before down here somewhere, called Colorado Discus. So of course their specialty is discus, but since I don't really care about discus, I haven't really looked to see how long it would take me to get there from the office. But it is way down south here. I don't think it's on fishfam.link either. I couldn't figure out how to add it, so I'll probably send the info to Mr. Matt. Always happy to help, Zender. Donuts Town. Yeah, I still need to talk to About Fish about doing a live stream in there. I don't know how good that will be. They're just wall-to-wall tanks. They're very tight in there. Their racks go almost all the way up to the ceiling. And don't know how good the reception will be in there. That'd have to be on a weekend because there's not enough room for me to really stream with the wheel and all that. Also need to talk to Fish Den about doing the same. I've been shopping at Fish Den for almost 30 years, if not 30 years at this point. I think it was one of, if not the first fish store I went to out here in Colorado. I'd be so glad to get off these terrible sidewalks. Actually, a good thing that I haven't managed to remember to inflate the tire on this thing. Gives me a little bit more shock absorption. I don't know whether I'll see another big flock of crow like I did on that trip to About Fish. That was really cool. Hey, Uncle Smiley. Gone 2 miles so far. Only almost wiped out once. Sorry about the shaky cam. Even the gimbal is not keeping up with how bad the sidewalk is here. Another park. Tells me what the streets are, but not what this park is. It's not Highline. Highline is dry most of the year. It's just a canal, it's an irrigation canal. Oh, a whole bunch of flying ship factories. Bunch of small ones, a whole bunch that were born this year, I think. Looks like somebody'd been walking on there. And riding a bike or something in that mush. Hey, nice to see you as well. See you later. Oh, gonna pester the ship ferries again. To Cherry Creek Trail already. So maybe that's Cherry Creek, but I don't think so. Judge Joseph E. Cook Park. There we go. It's going to be fun to get to the Cherry Creek Trail, it looks like. Except I think the trail is closed here. That's going to be fun. How am I going to get over? Detour Trail. Yeah, I'd love to. Fun adventures trying to find your way through construction sites. Got all muddy last 2 weeks ago in downtown, cutting through an alley that went through a construction site at the end. Didn't get here in time. So the last little bit there was no more pavement. Wet and muddy, of course. I see. It's quite the mess over here. we go. Come on, you're gonna give me the light this time. Thank you. These are the roads I like. Nice bike lanes with a little bit of extra protection. Of course, I'm only going to be on it for half a mile. Nice. Outhouse. Still lots of that grimy white crap all over the place. We had another week like last week. I'd looked into getting spiked tires for this thing. Tree rat. I kept forgetting to look for my heated gloves and heated socks all last week. I did finally remember to get my goggles now that I don't really need them. South Holly Street. And there goes my bike lane. Little kickers, swim and soccer. Okay. So yeah, that's the main updates on my tank is losing those two gold ring Danios. Still haven't seen them spawn at all. They flare at each other, but not found any eggs whatsoever. I have managed to keep, I think, 6 orange Venezuelan fry for the last month. They're doing pretty good. Finally. And more peacock gudgeons. I think I may end up losing the entire clutch or 2 clutches that I just pulled last weekend. When I pulled them, there were a whole bunch of white ones out of one clutch, so I separated those out and noticed yesterday that there was the rest of the eggs were looking a little fuzzy. Snow, slushy snow. So yeah, I'm not sure. I've been trying to kick them up a bit, and, pick them up with a pipette and squirt them back in to see if I can break up some of the fungus and get them circulating through there. Sometimes that helps, but alright, turn right and then a sharp left. Okay, here we go. I've had that help in the past where I blast them in with a pipette to clear out the fungus, but for the next 3 days I'm not going to be home very much to be able to do that periodically throughout the day, so yeah, I may lose that clutch, or probably there's a bit over 100, I think. The first initial batch that I pulled out of there was, I think I counted somewhere in 60, 65 range. I forget exactly how many. and that was not half of what I had. So yeah, I'm going to lose quite a number of peacock pigeon eggs there. I do have 9 more orange Venezuelan eggs that I pulled the same day that I pulled the gudgeon eggs. They should be hatching hopefully any day now. Everybody out and about now that the weather has warmed up a little bit. Mentioned that big old Murderer Pro that on my way to About Fish last week or the week before, whenever it was. Saw them again the next day on a different section of trail, or another large flock anyway, on the Platte River Trail. Missed bingo, I guess. I usually miss it because it's right in the middle of the morning when most of my meetings are. Hey, Stephen. So who won bingo? And hi, Peplin. Don't know whether I said hi or not. Chilly weather makes my eyes water. Probably should have put the goggles on just to keep the wind out of my eyes. Not a windy day, but I'm making my own wind at the moment. Nice. Gone 5 miles so far. Wonder what they're doing here. This was a pretty popular field for people to just hang out in the summer. People laying out. Probably going to be condos or apartments, which is definitely needed.
45.
Welcome back, Emmanuel. Taco Bell. Ugh. Don't like your gut, huh? Need to give your plumbing a workout. So this is Cherry Creek. Excuse me. I think I ride this trail more than any of them these days. had found a decent route. I meant to mark it, and of course I didn't. So now I got to go find it again. But that was for when I got off of the R line early last week. So I was out towards Aqua Rocks, Colorado. Thank you. Don't have too much longer. I'm in Cherry Creek, which is just east of downtown Denver. Gonna come up to the fancy Cherry Creek Shopping Center here in a minute. I really wish I could make the text bigger in chat. Park. That's the nice thing about Denver. There's the Denver area. There's parks everywhere, and really, it's all over Colorado. Even the smallest towns will have one or two parks. Beautiful eyes on that brindle or whatever Australian Shepherd. Bright blue eyes on that one. Tennis courts that haven't been turned into pickleball courts yet. So here's the mall. And just crossed over Cherry Creek again. Gone 6 miles. I've got 76% battery left. I think I started at 81 or 82%, so it's not too bad. Ooh, bunch of yucks. Going nice and slow, that helps, even in the cold weather where the battery generally doesn't last nearly as long. Keeping it mostly under 20 miles an hour. Except for a couple times I've had to be in traffic. This looks slick. Back across Cherry Creek. You got stuff like this running straight through downtown Denver. And here's the other end of that mall. Can't remember whether I've ever actually been inside that mall. My wife took my nephew and his partner shopping there this summer when they came out to visit. They ended up stranded there for a while with 2 flat tires. My nephew Charlie managed to get the spare put on one of the wheels, and then I came with another portable pump, and we pumped them up and drove to the nearest Discount Tire to get them patched. That was fun. I think it was screws in the tire. Foul play, it would have been on the sidewall. Again, there would have been no patching those. They would have been trash. Apparently, several people were having tire issues that day. They were pretty busy. Their slick patch. Whole bunch of slick patches. Our driveway is almost one straight sheet of ice, or at least it was this morning. It's west facing. Doesn't get a whole lot of sun, because our house shades it in the morning, and the house across the street shades it in the evenings. So we'll see how icy it is when I get home. I think I'll cut through this neighborhood and get off the trail. Back through the slums of Denver, known as Cherry Creek. Oh, that's gonna change on me while I'm putzing with the button. Come on, light. There we go. Now I'm pretty sure it was screws in the tire itself. Now Google is going to start bitching at me for taking the wrong turn. It snowed over the weekend. Snowed a few times over the weekend. I think Saturday or Sunday was the last time it snowed up where I live. So it had snowed quite a bit over the past week and a half, and it was pretty darn cold those days for those weeks. So nothing melted. Yeah, let's go on Williams. Ugh. This is slick. Thankfully, there's no traffic. Yeah, this is just what's left over from this weekend. Whoa. No, I'm not going to turn left. You're going to put me right back on Cherry Creek. I don't want to be on Cherry Creek. I'm a little chilly right now. Last I looked, I think it was 49 degrees out at my office. So it's still chilly. Yeah, well, the goal is to always make it a boring stream and not faceplant. As much as I know that disappoints you. Is this City Park or coming up or Wash Park? I can never remember. I think I've said the same thing the last time I was coming through this section. But I've got gloves on, I've got a neck gaiter on, a skull cap covering my ears. Turn right, then turn right. Or I'll just go straight through. Just because I like hearing Google bitch at me. Cheeseman Park, this is where I got married. You would think I'd be able to remember that that was the park I was coming up to at this point, but nope. More slick. It's practically shorts weather here too now. We're out walking their dogs, rollerblade. Almost summer. Here's McFarland House. I can't tell from all the way over here. No, I don't think it is. The botanical gardens are back there behind that little mausoleum or whatever the hell that thing is. Somewhere over there is Cheers McFarland House where we got married though. Roses aren't looking as good as the last time I was through here. See? Shorts weather. Did not have the UC when I got married. I'm not sure there even was such a thing back then. April will be 22 years? I don't know, 20 some odd years. Definitely did not have them back then. Let's go right. Oh, there it is. There's the Tears McFarland house, where my wife made the mistake of saying yes. Still looking nice. Cafe this way. That's new. Continue on Williams. Oh, good night, Emmanuel. Thanks for joining us. Make a U-turn? I don't think so. Which way do we want to go from here? I think I want to go right. I don't want to do it on Colfax. Boy, what a mess. Colfax is under construction too. It's not even construction season, for crying out loud. Hey, Nano. Or is she just trying to get me to go on Cherry Creek again? No, I do want to go left. It's gonna slick. Ooh, lots of slick. Not gonna be able to use that shoulder. Pay attention to traffic now, since I'm going to be riding in the streets. Yeah, I'm ready to be done. Chin is getting cold. It is still chilly. I still haven't bought new shin guards. My left one is still sliding down. Most of the slick sections have been well ridden down. Downing Street. I think I'm north of Capitol Building on 16th, but I could be wrong. North Clarkston. That's a cool house. Oh, pay attention to the road. Do I want to turn here or not? It's cool schoolie. I don't know whether I want to be on Clarkson Street. Fair amount of traffic, it looks like. And no bike lane. But let's see how far it wants me to go. Quarter mile. Quarter mile till 19th. Okay, I see where I'm at now. There's the Safeway. Get all your facials right there. Center of downtown over there. Last time I rode through this area, there was quite a bunch of police activity at that shopping center. Definitely tow when you're in the shade here, it's much chillier. Half a mile. Evil orb and all the shade isn't warming things up, and it's just blinding me. Great Mexican food since 1976. So yeah, once I hit those buildings, I only got maybe 10 blocks till Union Station. Oh, there's the Capitol building. Here we are at Broadway, about 5 blocks from the church dance club. I wonder if they still have goth night there. Three-quarters of a mile. That's how long this live stream's gonna last. I wish my neck gaiter were easier to pull up to my chin. But with the helmet on, and with gloves on, not quite so easy. Lots of slush. Well, that sucks. Our Samsungs lasted for quite a while, but the bigger of the two, I think it was 46 inches, ended up with some stuck pixels, but only after the TV was on for a couple hours. And when we moved into this house, we're sitting much farther away from the TV too, so got a bigger TV. And now I just never watch TV. So I got this giant TV that just sits there. Looks nice though. the 42 inch. We haven't turned that thing on in I don't know how many years now. Mounted it in the bedroom, mounted it on the wall in the bedroom, and since we never ever watched TV, it just has never gotten turned on. Two more blocks. Hit the lights just right. Or almost just right. No, just right. Look at that. That never happens. Ready to be out of this chilly wind. Getting warm. I have arrived. And not going into that. The bike lanes are quite the mess. Blinded by the lights again. Not wrecked up like a deuce. Or douche. So, gonna end the stream here in a couple minutes, or a minute. Hey, Whip, you're just in time to say goodbye. Oh, I smell a skunk. Somebody was partaking of our local fauna, or flora. Train's not there yet. I got 20 minutes. All right, going to end the stream now. And I'll see you guys on the streams later tonight. Maybe. Come on. There it goes.